mean, my father was, he was just an amazing student, and he loved knowledge, and he loved, he particularly was enamored of philosophy and literature. He was a professor
Mm.
when I was very young. He left it and went into business, but he had studied at Columbia University in that traditional liberal arts great books program that they had, and he'd studied with Mark Van Doren, who was a great scholar of Shakespeare. And so my father was a lifelong student of Shakespeare. He wrote on Shakespeare, and then he was, just somebody who just loved knowledge and books, and he was fluent in Latin. He read the Bible in Latin. He I think he really instilled in me, and he had a massive library. So I was able to dig into the books. I mean, I lived with him for a period because he divorced my mother when I was very young, but he was around, like so I did spend time. And then for a period, I lived with him for a few years. So I think that helped a lot, but, and then my mother was a avid reader. Just, I never remember her watching television. Neither of them ever watched television.
So would your mom read like a book a week or something? How would you guys do this? Like,
Yeah, my mom read, my mom was a political activist, so she was, I think that's probably why they ended up getting divorced, because my mom was very left. My dad was more traditional conservative, not like a Republican. He couldn't stand either party, but he was more a Burkean type. I think he started out very liberal, and when he met my mom, he was very liberal, but he became more conservative that didn't work, because my mom was more almost on the radical side. I mean, my sister, like my mom had a picture of Malcolm X in the house, Emilio Zapata, the kind of revolutionaries. So
that's interesting how you had both parents with different ideologies raising
yeah.
you.
And I'm ambidextrous, so it's always enabled. I think it's helped me navigate, because I actually do, like, I read both sides, I listen to both sides.
People don't know that about you. And just be honest, people don't know that about you.
I've read a lot of left. I mean, I've read Marcuse, I've read Derrida, I've read Foucault, I've read a lot of Chomsky.